your why is going to come from different things. It boils down to this. It's kind of like, for me, for example, everything that I've been through, everything that I had to go through and endure on my journey to where I'm at now. And I'm just scratching the surface still. But seeing my family struggle, seeing the pain that I put my family through back when I was a different type of person that you remember.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. And I wanted one thing for certain. You know, there was a couple times where I should have been homeless. There was a couple times where I had no money to fucking spend on food. I had no money to even go out. And I remembered the only thing that had my back, the only thing that saved me was not only this business of mine, but the support I got from my mother, the support I got from the rest of my family. And the number one thing that stuck with me is I never want anybody to ever have to go through the same shit that I went through. Because what I say is it felt like a form of hell that appeared to be inescapable. And I'm escaping it now. So I'm showing myself that there is an out. A lot of people don't realize that there's an out. A lot of people don't realize that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. They think they're just stuck. They think the only way that they can get out of this tunnel is by turning around. But usually when you turn around, what does that end up? If you're an addict and you're, trying to go through a cleanse and you're going cold turkey and you feel like there's no way out, what do? You relapse. When you relapse, what happens? Usually you relapse for the worst. Usually your addiction gets worse. So, it's similar to how we view life. At the end of the day, when you're realizing that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, when you realize that your why is greater than any obstacle that you might face, that builds a certain amount of resilience to the point where no matter what life throws at you, you're ready for it. You can combat it head on. Because at the end of the day, here's the thing. When you are trying to become successful, when you are trying to build something with your life, guess what gets thrown at you? Obstacles. And the bigger the dream, the bigger the obstacles. The closer you get to the dream, the more obstacles come with it. It's important not to view obstacles as obstacles, but to view them as stepping stones. But now I notice a lot of people are going to be like, this is just common sense. But at the end of the day, common sense is not common practice. Yeah. How many people say, oh, that's common sense, but they don't do that on their day-to-day lives. They don't do that from a daily basis. So
I'm guilty.